yeah, having your equipment work is moderately a good idea,
Yeah, when it does, it's nice. When it doesn't, fuck everything. Set it
Yeah,
on fire.
yep.
I
I
guess
don't know.
that's a decent story if we get to it.
Yeah, there's a couple out here. Like I've been sort of taking a little bit of notes. One thing I wanted to touch on last week or whenever the fuck we were going to is how EA should lose a Star Wars license.
Oh yeah, that Jimquisition.
Yeah, like he gave me that idea. Like, yeah, maybe we should bitch about that for a little bit because we're pretty good at bitching.
I think we've already done that, and I've already made that point a long time ago.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, we bitched a lot about EA. I have something that EA did that's fucking hilarious and
Yeah.
just shows their incompetence.
I mean, that's a lot of things they've done, but
Exactly.
yeah. Another thing that I would like to maybe touch on if we can. I mean, and we might even be able to do a whole episode on this. Is like kind of talk about Nintendo Switch Online and stuff we'd like to see from it, things they maybe should improve on. Nintendo needs to get their shit together, I think.
Yeah. I want to specifically play more online before doing like a whole deep dive into that.
Well, like I said, these are
because I mean I know how bad it is.
Right.
Like hell, we mentioned it last week when we were talking to Jake. It's like they're fucking 10 years in the past.
Yeah.
Like they've just now they can't figure it out, which is this fuck up by EA is just so goddamn funny because there's no excuse for them to have this much of a fuck up except for them being cheap.
I mean, which they very obviously are.
Oh yeah, totally.
Kind of this week though, things I definitely are wanting to touch on, and I'm sure you're on the same page as I, is the ammo box and Eximus, them DCMAing their own game so they can get control of it. I think that
that's a little bit of an interesting.
I think that's funny, and there's a new development where the Game Wall's website's down now. So
the people, the alleged
the publisher, their
publisher,
their website's down.
Yeah,
if you go to their website, it gives you a Wix, which is a website designing tool, a Wix error page that says this website does not point to anything.
It very much sounds like, and I think Jim Sterling put it best. This is not a company. It's not anything. It's we can get into that in the.
And of course, one thing we definitely gonna have to touch on because I found it utterly refreshing in this day and age is Nintendo and Metro Prime 4 and how just very upfront with it they were. Like, hey, this shit's not up to our standards. We're gonna do it over. We're gonna start over when we're gonna do it right.
Yeah, we're gonna push it back and actually make a good product here.
Which, I mean, of course, that's something they would do. I mean, a lot of the Nintendo stuff has been rehashed from other games, of course, because that's kind of what they do. But when they go for original stuff, they tend to do it really high quality.
Yeah.
And then, maybe we should talk a little bit about Resident Evil 2, since you and Jake have been playing the ever-loving shit out of it.
I do have a couple of just early thoughts on it. Fuck it. We'll figure it out as we go.
I mean, that's just generally how we do. I mean, by the way, we've been recording for a little while here, so that.
I know. I 100% figured. I'm not like Jake, where I'm gonna be fucking. Oh my god, we're recording.
You need to tell me, or I might say racist things.
I was just magic. I just randomly start screaming, like fucking talking about the Jews.
We need to burn the Jews. We need to go drop another bomb on the Japanese in case they thought we were sorry. Like,
in case they thought we were joking.
We were not fucking around.
Oh, man, that actually, speaking of that, anybody who has any interest in history, and I've brought this up before, Dan Harmon's Hardcore History.
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely amazing podcast. He finally released the second part of his deep dive into, like, Japanese culture leading up to World War II and then in World War II, called Supernova in the East.
That sounds pretty cool.
And basically goes deep dive on Japanese mindset in World War II throughout the war. The first part leads up to it, and then it goes over like between the United States and Japan, why the war broke down and everything. And it was great. It was fucking. I'm sorry, it doesn't go through the war. It goes up to Pearl Harbor. It ends pretty much at Pearl Harbor.
Right.
But obviously, fast forwards, what happened, what comes after that. Is
Yeah.
it's essentially, and I don't know if he's gonna go over the Pacific War in like a Supernova These Part 3. I don't think he needs to, because at that point, once the war started, there's not really a change.
Right.
But just the way Japan and a lot of people, and I myself included, when you look at World War II history, full on believe, oh no, the Japanese were convinced they would absolutely destroy everyone, and that they would destroy the United States and they would conquer the entirety of the Pacific. No, they weren't that stupid. Japan knew if it got into a war with the United States in the seas, they had no chance of fighting the U.S. Navy, or the British Navy for that matter, because their Navy wasn't that big. That's part of the reason Pearl Harbor happened the way it did. It's fucking amazing. His just goes over the politics of it, and then kind of like the amount of things that fell apart. That kind of like it just goes this one thing goes a little bit of a different direction, and history is completely different.
All right, yay.
There we go.
We did a thing, go us. God, man. I can't believe they fucked up that badly.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's just incredible. But, that's EA is going to EA. Like,
they just...
Oh, well.
The main issue impacting Anthem demo, piece, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I guess they had fixed the PC and PS4 pretty early, and then they had to solve it on Xbox One.
All right. I'm going to actually kind of hop off here. I've really got to piss.
That's cool. I was just talking with Cody about his character from my game.
Yay, Pathfinder. Yay, we're going to do stuff. Yay.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Thanks,
Bye,
patrons.
patrons. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay.